Jay, you've been about the dignity of your own, starting with your home, but also with your neighborhood. Why don't you tell us a little about your shaping forces and why are you so keen on seeing human dignity and human flourishing come about with those that normally would be discarded and marginal?
I often say every child is going to be mentored. The question's by who. And I have been blessed over the years to have great teachers who I don't remember a thing they taught me.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember how they lived their life.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches and Sunday school teachers and it started with my own family, but I was blessed to grow up in a home where my father modeled what it is to be a Christian man. And then I had this series of folks who invested in this obnoxious little kid who his nickname was Tornado. And I still try to live that out at 60. And then even in the 30 years here in Indianapolis, God puts people like yourselves into my journey to help model for us. And you're both, Don and Greg, your commitments to Christian community. Uh, the virus, the challenge of our city that Bop is one of our leaders of, is this epidemic of loneliness
Mm-hmm.
and isolation, where people don't think anyone knows they have a name. And, there's studies that show that a lot of senior adults go months without anyone speaking their name. And that's tragic, but you begin to understand that in isolation, and isolation and loneliness isn't based on proximity to people or the lack of proximity. It's the lack of connection. And I think that has been a driver for me because folks taught me that. I was part of a team. I belong. And so the folks who modeled it here in Indianapolis and many great Christian business leaders who have invested in me, I feel like it's paying it forward, and it's time for us to keep pushing and to work harder than we've ever worked.